Welcome back to the fight here at Manassas Junction. We are continuing with our Rebel campaign, and man, it's been an exciting fight to say the least. I would say that we absolutely are coming out on top so far. I'm not 100% sure if it's a win yet, but just to try and confirm a win, or make a win a little more likely, we are going to start sending Ewell forward. I'd like to even grab a cavalry unit and run these guys down, but I don't want to tire out Jackson's brigade. Although, look at that, he's actually well rested. You know what? We're going to send Jackson's brigade forward. Those of you that have been following our campaign here will know that our cavalry has been an integral part of our force, and really, in some ways, they may have won this battle for us. In the future, I'm definitely going to be purchasing some more of these guys because they are just absolutely exceptional. Right, there we go, pushing forward with as many as possible. And I'll just start to see if we have any additional guys back here. Some of them have, of course, fallen back. But most of them we're just keeping at the Lewis Ford to watch the enemy and make sure they don't get behind us. I think we could take Early's detachment here of skirmishers, bring them up as well, although it's likely going to take a while before they get here. So in the meantime, let's set up this artillery here with Lindsay Walker and start firing it right up the road here. There we go, boys. Actually, that artillery is going to be awfully close to the Union. Might dismount and just get into the woods here. In fact, let's take a look over here. I don't want to lose sight of our men here in the woods. Come on, decide which... There you go, Agrippa. There, nope, there you go. All right, might want to bring that other infantry unit forward. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll take Ewell, and I am going to target 2nd Brigade. Let's just take a look here at 5th Brigade. It looks like they are taking losses, but we do have the cover of the trees here, and I'm hoping that that's going to do give us quite a bit of a benefit in this fight, let's say. Of course, we do have a few Union forces moving up here. I think as long as we don't get onto the road there, we're not in any serious danger of losing a unit, but we are still going to take losses either way, just the typical back and forth of combat, I guess you could say. And do we charge that retreating unit? Again, there's a chance to take quite a few men prisoner here, although I think I'm going to put my cavalry to better use. Let's get them over here. Let's make sure that all of our artillery is firing at the enemy's infantry. Now, see, if they had known any better, they would not have a unit right there on the road. That just makes them a very easy target for the rest of our army. Well, that's okay. Look at that artillery right overhead, man. And as you can see, even the HQ is moving the hell out of here. Absolutely wonderful. I would like to push across the road and start harassing their infantry here, but that would probably be a mistake. Because again, as soon as we get on that road, they're going to have a defensive bonus, and they are going to lay waste to our men. So let's think about it before we do that. It's likely something we probably don't want to do. Although it looks like they've got 2nd Brigade moving up, another large group of Union troops. Let's see how 5th Brigade is dealing with it. Still 303 casualties. I mean, obviously, you want to not have any casualties at all, but I'll take it. I think it's acceptable losses. I hate to use that term, but yep, I would call it acceptable losses. Let's take 3rd Brigade. I want to swing them around because I don't want them getting in front of the artillery and try to get over here, start to get on the flank of the enemy unit anyway. And sure enough, we've got 6th Brigade. This is the Jubilee Early's detachment. We'll go ahead and bring them up close and personal. I wish they didn't have to go this way. I wish they could go just right through to that location, but not the end of the world. Let's get the cavalry there, and then we'll decide what we want to do with them. Love seeing that gun smoke coming from the tree line. Although, we've got to keep our eyes over here again on the Union tree line, because as long as those units are right there, they could end up trying to overwhelm us on this side, and they do get a decent defensive bonus here in terms of missile fire. So as soon as they start firing from the tree line there, it does put us in a little bit of a riskier position, without a doubt. In fact, I'm going to put Longstreet just behind the artillery to kind of keep an eye on them, as it were. And load those damn 12-pound howitzers. Come on, Rossier. The hell am I paying you for, man? I think we got to redraw Rossier here. There we go. There we go. They're starting to reload those guns. So we have gotten that brigade to flee the road. Well, it's about damn time. Unfortunately, I'm concerned that my cavalry are not in the best location. Are those guys targeting my cavalry? No, I think they're targeting our infantry here in the woods. All right, not too bad. Yeah, they're hitting Ewell's men. So we'll just keep on firing at Wilcox's detachment. Of course, always keeping a watchful and cautious eye over here at 2nd Brigade. but I think it's looking pretty damn good for us. And there we go. We've got some artillery firing away just the way we like it, boys. Well, they're actually starting to take cover. 2nd Brigade is learning. They might be one of the few Union units here that is actually managing to learn a bit. All right, we're going to get Jackson here, and I think I'm going to dismount these men and start engaging the enemy just on foot. Let's take the fight to them. Let's take the fight to them. I actually also see them moving forward with more units, so I am going to start firing here with Cox unit. It is what it is, man. Don't make fun of the guy's poor name. I'd say, look, he didn't name himself, you know. It just is what it is. Let's grab Scurry's battalion. Put him right there in the tree line as well. And yep, they are making a push without a doubt. Sort of the last Union push here. Although most of the guys in the back here are just taking cover from the artillery. You can see them laying down. They've wisely sent skirmishers ahead. Although in this situation, I'm not sure skirmishers are really going to make a damn bit of difference for their army. Come on, keep it up, boys. You men are absolutely going to earn some honors after this fight. Just the amount of sacrifice that our men have shown in this and multiple other fights is unbelievable. But how much longer can our infantry hold? I think we're doing great. You can just see the absolute barrage of gunfire coming from our tree line in relation to the enemy. And again, unless they bring like all these larger units forward, I don't think they stand a chance. They're not going to be able to push us back with skirmishers. Although, look at this. Do my eyes deceive me, guys? I knew we were facing a horde, but holy hell. I don't know, guys. We're going to do our best. This certainly changes things. I did not expect that. I realized that we were facing a lot of Union men, but they've got an entire additional federal army on the way here. Come on, boys. Well, there we go, guys. They held as long as they could, but it looks like 5th Brigade is broken and running for sure. We're getting Jones to the location as quickly as possible. The enemy actually spread out really damn quickly. Let's get some skirmishers out there if we can detach some. And we'll do the same with this brigade. Again, the Union actually got the best of us. They're kind of flanking us before I even realized what the hell was going on. And I'm going to have Longstreet extend the line here. But of course, now we've just got 2nd Brigade under Ewell holding that central point. So let's actually form over here facing 1st Brigade. I've still got my eye on that advancing enemy as well. And I want to just grab the artillery here. Yeah, we're already moving them forward. Let's take a look here. Early is in contact. He certainly is. Jubilee Early is in contact indeed. And we're actually going to have Early's detachment start pushing through the woods. We won't start now, but once he gets here, we'll start pushing through the woods. We'll have Longstreet go ahead and move forward. He commands 1,958 men, but he's already lost, it looks like, 265. And look at that. The 2nd Brigade, the Federals in 2nd Brigade were actually trying to flank us, it seemed like, or maybe trying to go for a charge, but with that devastating artillery, they stand no chance whatsoever. That's right, get the Army of Northeastern Virginia on the run, and I believe that, yeah, it's about to be a minor victory, unless the enemy does something dramatic here. I thought that their additional troops would change something, but I think their morale is so shot, not being able to get past that road, that they might just call it quits right here. Alright, they did send back the Washington artillery, never a good thing. What's that about? And, yeah, it looks like Rosser is losing some men. Fire is accurate and effective. And we're going to have Rosser pretty much fall back there. Well, nonetheless, you did your job, Rosser. I think you held on pretty well. But look at that. So with the arrival, interesting, with the arrival of additional men, yeah, I think now we're going to have to face the rest of the Federal Army. That made things a lot more complicated. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Still keeping that devastating fire going, but of course, seeing all of those abandoned artillery pieces on the field is not a pretty sight. Not by a long shot. Alright, Scurry's detachment's getting here. We need some canister shot, for God's sake. Alright, Longstreet, this is your time to prove yourself. And his men are eager to get into contact here. So let's start engaging 3rd Brigade. The good news is we can fire across to 3rd Brigade without much difficulty. Jubilee Early is here, my favorite. Come on, Jubal. And he needs to win back that morale, or he needs to win back that victory, that glory, because as you can see, routed units are nearby, and he's fallen back once, so we really cannot let him fall back twice, or else Jubilee Early will never be respected. It's just that simple. I think this may be a good opportunity to go ahead and charge that unit. Well, you know what I'm going to do first? Try to soften him up with the artillery here, because he's getting awfully close to our cavalry. The other option, and you know what? This might be a good time to use that option, is let's dismount. Get our guys on the ground here, and they can fire from that fenced position, and hopefully get a really good barrage on the enemy militia. I mean, after all, it is just militia, so let's hope that Jackson's brigade can knock him down. 2,300 men there in Jackson's brigade. Let's wish him the best of luck. Alright, Ross has extended out this way. Where is Early? There he is. Maybe we need to get those guys back on their horses. For now, I will open fire on them, although it looks like the enemy has a little more range than we do. I don't like... No. Get back on your horses. Get back on your horses. Charge! Come on there, militia. Damn you. We should be able to break them. We can break this militia unit. We can get the hell out of here. Was this too foolhardy? We'll soon find out. I'm going to send men forward to assist. Oh, we have no more men to assist. We'd have to bring over Early's detachment. Let's send them this way. But yeah, the Union may be sending... Is it possible they're sending too many men for us to deal with? I hope not. And it looks like Jackson did manage to take them on the first time. Look at that. That's a successful charge. That is a successful charge, but I want to get back into cover as soon as possible before 2nd Brigade gets on us. You're doing fine, Jackson. You're doing fine, lad. Look at that artillery. We're going to have to get Jackson back. Come on, man. Get back, get back, get back. He might be stuck in for the long fight. Not sure, but it looks like 2nd Brigade may be trying to get in the rough as well, man. I'm targeting them with all of our artillery. They've got a proper line here. I'm just concerned that one of our units is going to break, because we really can't have a single one break, or else we're going to have a big gap in our line. Alright, you've done a good job, Jackson. Fall back. Fall back. And there we go. Look at that. Because of the nearby retreating unit, this one is also retreated. No, we're going to chase. We're going to chase them. We are absolutely going to chase them while we still can. Let's get that glory. Okay, too much chasing. Too much chasing. Let's go back. That's enough chasing. That's enough chasing now, Jackson. And the men are very tired, so absolutely time to get back here. They are going to go ahead. They are foolhardy. They want to chase, man. And don't worry, all those graycoats trampled under our feet are enemy militia. These are not federal, or these are not Confederate graycoats, pardon me. They are exhausted, but they are continuing the charge, guys. There's no stopping them. There is no stopping them. I'm trying to order them back. They refuse to follow orders. The other question I'm starting to ask myself is, are we going to have enough ammunition to continue this fight? And finally, Jackson did break. Man, and again, he's going to be called a coward at the end of this battle by the newspaper, but quite frankly, the guy did one of the bravest things possible. I mean, breaking 2 enemy brigades, that's pretty damn good. Let's hope he can rally again. We're going to have him fall back even more, and let's hope that doesn't count as a full retreat. But man, with that arriving federal force, I don't know if we can win this fight. Well, who would have thought that 8:30 a.m. we would have this situation going on? Now again, I'm going to try to close that gap, kind of do the hook formation that I've done in previous battles that managed to, of course, get us some decent victories. I'm even tempted to take Yule off the line and hook around here to the right, but we don't want to go into these woods on an attack. We're not going to win. I mean, the fact is, that just becomes pretty much a shooting gallery at anybody getting on the road, so we're going to keep our distance, but I am going to try to, again, I don't know why that order keeps getting delayed, but let's send him right there, David Jones right there, and there we go, Jubilee early, also going to be getting some shots from distance on the enemy. And there we go, Jackson's brigade pulling back. Man, I hope they are not totally broken. They are broken, but I hope they regain their spirits fairly soon. And let's just keep the fire there on 3rd Brigade. We got a perfect shot up the road here. I say we take it. It's time for the Confederacy to show its glory. And this is the largest force the Federals have sent our way. But I want to keep the fire on the road. Again, that's just an opportune target for artillery. In fact, I'm going to target their artillery. They've got 3rd Division already right there. It looks like they've already had 11 losses, so they have taken some shrapnel damage already. But I'm actually a little more worried about their arty than I am their infantry. Oh, come on, Jackson. Get your ass back here, son. Beauregard is going to have a discussion with you. There's no need for that. You've done an amazing job, and I don't even think you've lost that many men. At least I certainly hope he hasn't lost that many men. We'll take a look here at the casualty report before the end of this episode, guys. And that's bad news. Early's detachment breaking. Luckily, it's only a detachment, but a break like that can lead to breaks along the line, of course. Not to mention that we were broken by a detachment, which is not good. Obviously, a larger group of men there. Let's just hope that Early's regular forces don't start firing. And pretty severe casualties there. Look at that, guys. 1,760 men. He's had 516 casualties. Neither army is getting off the battlefield today without serious casualties. And what was once our largest army on the field, it still is our largest army on the field under Jubilee Early, is slowly but surely getting decimated by the Union. So we're going to have to, of course, find replacements for this army in time. There's just going to be no other way around this situation. By the way, if you could be so kind, guys, if you make it this far in the video and you actually watched the video from beginning to end, just in the comments, if you could just put beginning to end, so I can see how many of you guys actually watch these episodes the full way through, I would really appreciate it. That would be cool to find out. I don't expect everybody to watch every single part of these battles. They are, of course, pretty drawn out. It's kind of like a series of War and Peace that I've created here in the American Civil War, but I love it. I absolutely love it. No, I'm no Leo Tolstoy, but I'm talking in terms of content, not the value or quality of said content. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. That's right, I promised you guys a casualty list, and I do want to take a look at the reports here. So let's, I believe it's going to be the Consolidated Combat Report. Casualties inflicted. So look at that. Already, 5,146 inflicted by us, 2,300 inflicted by the Union. Now, typically you think, well, that's great, you know, we've inflicted way more casualties than the enemy has. But the fact is that they can stand to lose a lot more men. And this is what I love, a detailed casualty and combat list of what's happened here. We can see how many of our men were killed, how many of our men were wounded, and, you know, obviously, really, really serious stuff. It's 12% of our entire army. We've already killed or wounded 17% of the entire Union force, and again, 38,000 against our 16,000. Let's call it 17,000. But nonetheless, I mean, this is still very much a back-and-forth battle. I can't call a victory yet, but I hope you guys will keep watching. You know what to do. Do what you've done before in these episodes, and just keep the series strong. In fact, if you really want to help out, just share episode 1 or share the playlist of our entire Grand Tactician series with friends, family, whoever you think would appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.